And talking about holiday shopping today, we have Small Business Saturday. That's coming up. It's an opportunity a couple of days after Thanksgiving, the day after Black Friday, the 24th of this year, of this month, for small businesses to kind of woo some shoppers into their stores and get away from that big retailer kind of feeling. So we have the CEO of Sageworks, a company that gathers financial data on private businesses.
That's right, yeah.
Brian Hamilton here in the flesh on set. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, great to be here.
Okay, so Small Business Saturday, what are the expectations?
Well, so far this year, revenues are up for private companies, which is good. We expect that to continue, although we should note that the rate of growth of private companies has gone down quite a bit.
Since when?
Since last year, over the past 12 months. So we're a little bit concerned about that because, not to try to foretell the future, but last time this happened, we went into another recession.
Oh no, so 2007 to 2008?
2008 to 2009, if you remember. And so we're a little bit concerned. The growth rates are pretty good, but they're going down a little bit. So, you know, we're on the fence.
About 6% growth maybe?
About 6-7%, that's correct, yeah.
Versus what did we have for the 2011
About 10-11%. So it's a big drop.
A big drop.
It's still up, though, so it's good. So we expect pretty good results, but we're a little bit on the fence about this. We don't know what's going to happen.
Why are you on the fence?
Just because, you know, see, when you look at static data or numbers, you know, when you sort of look at a fixed number, it's very difficult to make a conclusion. But when you look at trend data and you look at the movement of data, it tells you a lot more. So the movement's down a little bit. We're a little bit concerned. We don't know if all this will be remedied by one weekend, but the movement of this data is going in reverse, which is not good.
Is it the fiscal cliff talk that has people on edge? Is it the fact that you know, we don't have a more small business friendly president? Mitt Romney would have been that. The fact that we don't have him in office.
Right.
Is it a mix of everything?
Yeah. Well, it depends on your party and your perspective.
Yeah.
But looking at the data, no one really knows, and that's the truth. We don't really know. If you look past...
What do the small businesses or the private companies, even if they're not small businesses, what do they tell you?
Well, what they tell us right now is they're very concerned about one specific thing, and this affects the hiring front in particular. They're concerned about the debt that we have as a nation.
So it's the fiscal cliff.
Yeah, that's part of it. But look at it this way. Since 1947, this is amazing, right? Just think about this. Since 1947, there's been only 2 times in history since that date where government expenditures have gone down, and revenues only 4 times have gone down. So as a country, we're increasing revenues and taxes, and we're spending more money. And the business owners are savvy. I mean, if you look at the demographics, these people are well educated, they know how to run their business, and they're operating under this umbrella of uncertainty, which is really triggered by the debt. Now, important to remember, and I know where I am right now, but remember, this has been going on under both Republican and Democratic administrations. So really...
It's been going on forever, but it's really bad right now.
It's bad now, but, you know, even in the 80s when GDP growth was great, Lauren, you know, things were going pretty well and everything else, unemployment was coming down. We were spending money like drunken sailors. We've been doing it for 68 years, and businesses are very savvy about that. Remember, they operate under an umbrella, which is called the United States of America, right? That's their family, that's their home. When there's uncertainty and sort of just a mess economically, it makes them worried about hiring and making forward-looking decisions. You can't blame them.
Right. So let's look at Saturday, the 24th of November, Small Business Saturday. What do you know? What should we know? What is it?
Well, it's funny to me, and I'm just to goof around with you a little bit, but I get a kick out of it a little bit because who came up with it? You know what I mean? It's the
I know. It's not like a consumer really goes, I'm going to walk into a private company today, and you know, you kind of go, I have to get these 5 names checked off. I think
Amex came up with it. It's like the same people who came up with Hallmark for Valentines Day. And I'll never forgive them. You know what I mean? So I get a little bit of a goof to me. I think the fact is what's happened really is after Thanksgiving, we've got Black Friday, we've got Black Weekend, whatever it is.
We have Black Thursday.
Yeah, okay, Thursday, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Depression. That's way back in 1929 or 28.
Different.
But the point is we've got people spending a lot of money. You know, we don't really know, are people going to wake up and say, hey, I'm going to a small business? The fact of the matter is they're going to go where the savings are.
And where is that typically?
Well, you know the answer to that. When the big box retailers, I mean, it is very clear. It is difficult to survive today as a small business retailer. In all the segments we track, that's one of the lowest performing ones. Consumers, and you cannot blame them. they want to save money, and they should. It's free market enterprise. You know, that's capitalism. They're going to go where they save money. I don't know if they're going to wake up and say, I want to go to a small business, unless they are a small business owner.
True.
And there's 27 million of them. So
27 million small businesses, the backbone of the U.S. economy in terms of generating jobs and everything else. But, you know, not all big retailers are doing well. Best Buy, obvious case in point. So it seems like everybody is struggling. And that's why we've seen so many deals so early so far this year. Just really quickly, we have about a minute left. I wanted to ask you, which industries are set to do the best this year?
Well, the ones that are going to do well are the ones that have done well, even in 2009, which was a train wreck. You know, technology companies, software, information firms. We are mega consumers of technology stuff. We like technology stuff. So if you're in that, by the way, if you're in medical or healthcare, even healthcare, there's a lot of momentum around, you know, the fact that the baby boomers are aging out a little bit. I'm one of them, you know, so we're getting a little older, so there's a lot more need for healthcare. Those industries will tend to do pretty well. Home furnishings are going up.
Housing market is getting better. We got two reports that almost fully confirmed that trend out just a couple minutes ago.
One thing on that, real quickly, though, real quick. That's good if you are a buyer, not so good if you're a seller, because I worry about prices, actually, even though they're improving a little bit. We've got all these construction companies coming in the market. That's going to suppress prices.
But data that Sageworks provided, home furnishings, in 2008, down more than 3.5%, and over the past year, up 9%.
That's true, which is
good. So this
good.
has been a good...
Which is good,
Yeah, you
which
know,
is good,
my dad's in the furniture business, and I know for a fact he has not seen gains like this. He says it's terrible.
There's sub-data there, too. Certain segments of that category are doing better than others,
Electronics and appliance stores, those are doing gangbusters?
Sure, I mean, that's,
13%.
you know, we love that stuff as Americans, and we're just going to keep consuming that,
Jewelry is up 15%, and leather goods, not bad. All right, so we are seeing some gains in some sectors, and it seems like the ones that got killed during the recession in 2008 might be prime right now. Brian Hamilton, CEO of Sageworks, thank you so much for coming on.
Great to be here,
All right.